So Star Children was interesting because this is kind of what I got. This is sort of the takeaway from what I got from that experience was this idea that we are children, we are these light children playing with photons in order to create realities and perception of realities. That was what I got. That was this sort of informational dissertation that I was able to extract from that experience itself. And then shortly down the road, if you look at the sort of linear flow of how things evolved within the series, you'll notice that I start writing light language and I start drawing the aliens. That's because the second I was, stupid enough to have a second experience, and the second experience had a lot of alien stuff and visuals in it.
Was that still just through cannabis, or is that through meditation, or what was your second experience initiated with?
Just with cannabis also. Now, in between those times, I was also sort of actively and sort of consciously studying astral projection and just trying to like consciously astral project. And so, which I still can't do to this day, but
you're so connected.
Experience. What's that?
I said, you're so connected. They're probably like, don't let her go astral. She's already halfway here anyway. Keep her in her body.
So it was that experience. I literally saw like alien writing, and I literally had this vision, which lasted for a couple of seconds, of this other space. And there was like this cocoon thing, which was like a house, but it was also a cocoon. This is how my mind was processing it. And I saw it. I saw this. And I felt like that cocoon or that being or whatever that thing was what I used to be in some other lifetime. And so that's kind of when, and that was a couple months later. And that's kind of when I started, really exploring this idea of, extraterrestrial energy. But the series itself really isn't about that. The series really is about, the journey that that souls take. And I just happen to be doing it through these sort of alien modalities, these aliens who are trying to help humans evolve. And particularly this character in if you've seen some of the little comic strips I've been drawing, is trying to learn what this thing called, seed abstractions is what this thing called. Seed abstractions are like these ideas that these beings are putting into the minds of humans to help humanity evolve, hopefully, just like these little morsels of inspiration, these morsels of developmental technology, psychological developmental psychology. So this particular being I'm going to use as a sort of vehicle to talk about this idea that souls are all sort of connected to source, but connected to source in many different ways. And so I like the idea of using this extraterrestrial energy because it removes people from being so heavily sort of tied to human energy, but also showing humans that we are so much more than just humans. The soul is really this metaphasic being and can do so much. So yeah.
Metaphasic. I love metaphasic. That's a great word. These are just incredible. God.